You could almost hear the music. The song would play until his opponent was exhausted. Then came the drum roll, followed by Dunn's victory by KO.
What happened to all of them?
Zukovsky died the same day they injured Dunn. Dunn received an honorable discharge and came home. He quit boxing and opened his gym. Mitchell was redeployed to a field hospital. Spano and I continued in the same unit, but nothing was ever the same. You see what I meant with the last day of summer. And after the war, well, who the hell cares?
I do. What happened to Spano?
Well, you've seen the billboards. He made it big time. When I was forced to retire, I got him some advertising deals. That's how I founded this agency. But then, something happened to him. He became sullen. He fell out of shape, and slowly but surely lost touch with reality. He withdrew from public life and broke off our friendship. Haven't heard from him in, 3 years? And believe me, I've tried to contact him.
What happened to Mitchell after the war?
Mitchell? Who knows? We lost touch. I hope he's doing well.
I think I saw Mitchell not too long ago, but I can't remember where.
Seriously? Please try to remember. I'd love to hear from him again.
I'll do my best. You think Spano might have been involved in Dunn's death?
Spano? No way. He and Dunn were always... Well, Spano's changed so much that it's hard to say. Allow me to double your wage. You have to find the murderer. Maybe Dunn stayed in touch with Mitchell or Spano. Maybe even with both. But he never told me anything. Maybe Sonia knows.
I doubt it. But that's not the only question I've got for her. May I?
Yeah. It's just getting hard-boiled. Who killed Dunn? Who killed Mary?
Yes?
Sonia,
No, she's not here. Who's calling?
where is she?
Have you ever wished you'd never been born?
What?
Come on.
Sorry. What would you know? First time was right after moving to New York. I hated my mother. She was the reason we moved from the countryside and the smell of freshly mowed grass to this dirty city and the smell of medicine. Her medicine. The second time was after she died.
No,
I
the
hated
controller
myself
is
for
messing up.
having hated her before. For not having loved her enough. The third time was when my father shut himself off. I hated him for that. For abandoning me. For giving in to the booze. Now he's dead, so... take a guess.
Go on. Tell me.
The problem is I don't know how to live without hating him. Over the last few years,
Like the controller is that
everything I've done
responding.
was meant to push my father far away. To avoid being like him. To avoid making his same mistakes. Without him, I just don't know who I am.
Okay.
And you won't even let me hate Bobby. Which might actually help me.
Like, come on.
I need someone to blame. Without that someone, I have only myself to hate.
In any case, you shouldn't hate yourself.
Really?
No, you have such good qualities. Well,
Okay, let's try this again, because some reason this controller, I don't know if it's the game or it's the controller, it's not letting me choose an option.
Yes?
Sonia,
No, she's not here. Who's calling?
where is she?
Have you ever wished you'd never been born?
What?
Sorry, what would you know? First time was right after moving to New York. I hated my mother. She was the reason we moved from the countryside and the smell of freshly mowed grass to this dirty city and the smell of medicine. Her medicine. The second time was after she died. I hated myself for having hated her before, for not having loved her enough. The third time was when my father shut himself off. I hated him for that, for abandoning me, for giving in to the booze. Now he's dead, so take a guess.
Go on, tell me.
The problem is I don't know how to live without hating him. Over the last few years,
Okay, this is confusing. This is weird. It's not letting me choose an option.
everything I've done was meant to push my father far away, to avoid being like him, to avoid making his same mistakes. Without him, I just don't know who I am. And you won't even let me hate Bobby, which might actually help me.
Okay, I can press start in this menu, but what I'm looking to give me a second. Maybe it's the game itself. I'm gonna exit the game and then we enter the game and see if I cannot get this to actually work for me. Let's try this
She's
time.
not here. Who's calling?
Where is she?
There we go.
You know, it's dangerous.
Have you ever wished you'd never been born?
What? Yeah, sometimes.
Then we're both in the same boat. First time was right after moving to New York. I hated my mother. She was the reason we moved from the countryside and the smell
I'm guessing it
of
was just a glitch.
freshly mowed grass to this dirty
glitch
city
in the
and the
system.
smell of medicine. Her medicine. The second time.
Hey, Xylon, I do appreciate the host. Yeah, exactly. How you doing today, dude?
Time
Good.
was after she died. I hated myself for having hated her before, for not having loved her enough. The third time was when my father shut himself off
That's good. We are getting
I hated him for
deep
that.
into this case.
for abandoning me, for giving in to the booze. Now he's dead, so take a guess.
You hate yourself for having hated him.
Yes, but that's not the worst of it. The problem is I don't know how to live without hating him. Over the last few years, everything I've done was meant to
Yeah, we're
push
getting
my
to the
father
nitty-gritty of this
far
case.
away. To avoid being like him. To avoid making his same mistakes. Without him, I just don't know who I am.
But how's your Sunday coming along?
And you won't even let me hate Bobby, which might actually help me.
The more you hate, the worse you feel.
You think I don't know that? I need someone to blame. Without that someone, I have only myself.
After this hasn't
to hate.
seen much.
I'll find the person who did this. I promise.
Let me have my doubts. Although, you've already come so far. I'm sorry I haven't been a little more grateful.
In any case, you shouldn't hate yourself. You are... No, you have such good qualities. You're both beautiful and smart.
Are you really trying to flatter me now?
No, seriously, I didn't mean to... Sorry.
Anyway, can we just drop the subject?
Ooh.
Did you go to my father's apartment?
Yes, the thief went there before coming to the gym, which leads me to believe he didn't find what he was looking for.
And what was he looking for?
That's what I intend to find out, with your help. I found a picture taken during the war.
The Olympic 5.
Did you meet any of them, besides your father and uncle?
Well, Uncle Tim actually isn't my uncle.
No?
He and my father loved each other like brothers. Did he tell you that he saved his life?
Thorpe saved your father?
They were flying over Brittany in a 3-unit fighter plane. Zukovsky was the pilot, my father was the co-pilot, and my uncle manned the machine gun. Suddenly, enemy fire killed Zukovsky and injured my father, which is why he never boxed again. My uncle jumped out of the gun turret, ran to the cockpit, and managed to pilot the plane to safety. Oh, the times my father told me that story. And now,
You still have your uncle.
Yes, I guess
That
you're
was
right.
a cat when he's on stream. How you doing there,
Maybe he
Mofik?
can also save me.
Did you ever meet Spano? What can you tell me about him?
I think I saw him once, but
Hey, I
was
appreciate the
just a
10
little
biddies.
girl. I think my uncle turned him into a star. It was a long time ago.
I found a baseball glove with Spano's autograph in your room.
Oh, I've never seen it. My father must have put it there, although I don't remember him having a signed glove.
Did you ever meet Mitchell, the doctor?
Mitchell? The lizard? No, never. Why?
Oh, nothing. I think I've seen him somewhere. Your father sold his apartment. The new owners move in 2 weeks.
What?
I'm sorry. I think he used the money to buy a new place with Mary Purnell. The letter you're holding explains the rest.
I wish I'd had the chance to talk to her.
I saw your old room.
How you doing today,
That's
man? Mofik?
embarrassing. Stop, or I'll end up hating you.
Oh, come on. Here we go.
Did the abacus inspire you to dabble in finances?
The most useful gift anybody has ever given me.
A gift from your mother?
From my Uncle Tim. He used to say that in this day and age, a woman should know how to count.
Pretty good.
My father didn't agree, but he didn't oppose it either. People thought he was a liberal because of his attitude towards racial issues. But at home, things were different.
It's odd that there are
Getting back
practically
into
no
the streaming of
toys or
things.
memories of your childhood in the room, except for a small music box.
That box? It might just be my last happy memory. It's from before my mother got sick and we moved here. I loved reading stories about pirates. So my father drew a treasure map for me. I searched the whole house, one clue at a time. It led me to this enormous tree in the yard where Daddy had put up a tire swing. X marks the spot, so I dug to find my treasure. I loved the music it played, the ballerina, and the little secret compartment.
Oh,
Oh, the secrets I kept in there.
I think it's the first time I heard you call your father Daddy.
Really?
I'm also a fan of Frank Papalia.
Oh, yeah, the poster. I only liked him because my father thought he was too modern.
damn.
Your dad had great taste in music.
So, better taste than I had as a child?
Well, now you've put me on the spot.
You don't know how happy that makes me.
Are you cold?
A little. Maybe I should go. Anyway. Thanks for the company.
Sonia, thank you.
Aren't you coming?
I knew I was looking at a solution, but what exactly needed solving?
It has something to do with his tree.
Maybe Dunn used the same hiding place once more. I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy.
Come on!
Personally, I prefer to save my breath for the final roar.
Oh! I hit the wrong button again. There we go.
I'll never understand why detectives and
Yeah, I
criminals
died.
bluster
Oh, I
while
can
they
do
fight
this.
each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy.
Come on, long nose. Oh!
It's not the
Woo!
lack of credibility in the screenplay that bothers me. Plus, it's actually pretty handy. When a crook talks to you in the middle of a fight, you know you're up against a rookie. And if he doesn't even say, "Help me, please,"
Okay, we can't. Oh. Oh, he ended up in the trash. We took out the trash.